Good morning, fish keepers. Cam here from thefishroom.co.nz. Hope we're all well today. Oh, let's just move the microphone. Hope everybody's well today. I'm Peachy Keen Jelly Bean, and happy days. We've done it. We've done another Friday, so let's be happy with caffeine or coffee. It's a good brew. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. So good it needed a second mouthful. Alrighty, what have we got today? So first of all, we'll just start off with our hours again, just continuing to remind everybody, 11 till 4:30 Monday to Friday. We are closed in the weekend and we are closed on public holidays. Good morning, Brian. How are you doing, buddy? We're 11 till 4:30 Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday closed, public holidays closed. So far, so good. It's been working pretty well. I feel like I've been able to at least catch up on all the work that I was beginning to not be able to because we're opening that extra hour, which had me a little bit fuzzled, and it doesn't seem like it's made too much issues for everybody. G'day, Gary. How you doing, buddy? So far, so good. And, of course, we can shop on the website 24 hours a day, thefishroom.co.nz. I might be on my fourth coffee, so I might be just a little bit jittery this morning. All right, so what else we got? Just another reminder that next week we are speaking to Aotearoa Lakes. Again, I'm very excited about this. They're doing some pretty good conservation work up and around the North Island. So I'm very much excited for that. If you haven't yet, check out their website. I think it's nzlakes.co.nz or newzealandlakes.co.nz off the top of my head. It's got some of the projects that they are doing, some of the work that they're looking to go towards and that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty stoked about talking to them. It's really good to sort of get understanding what's going on in our sort of natural native waterways and bodies of water and stuff like that. So I'm very much excited about that. Good morning, Gareth. So that's coming up next week. So this time next week we'll be talking to them. I've got a whole bunch of questions sorted for them. If anybody wants to know anything about them or has any questions about what they're doing, or how they were founded, or what they do, anything you want to know, please send us a message and I'll make sure we ask that question for them as well. So if there's anything, please fire away. And also don't forget that on the website, right at the checkout, you can leave a tip. Every tip that gets donated will be going straight to that group. And for every cent that you, the hobbyists, donate, the fish room will donate a cent with that as well. I think it's, they're completely self-funded, so trying to help them out in any which way possible, I think is a good thing. And again, after the conversation we have with them next week, you guys will have a bit more understanding of what they're doing and how they're doing it. So I'm very much looking forward to that. We've got some new fish released this week. Cobalt blue gouramis, which are looking really nice. We've already sold half of them, so I think, let me just quickly look. Four left. Actually, we've sold over half of them. So we've got 4 of them available still. Very nice, very blue, shimmery blue gouramis, kind of cool. We've got the Stevens that are coming. Again, if you're into your South American fish, possibly slightly bigger fish, semi-aggressive type of scenario, go with Severums, that kind of stuff. Be a great addition to your tank. We've got them. We've got some Serpade tetras, which are also really cool as well. Nice bright red colour. Can get a little bit nippy. Do like to be kept in big size groups. Again, semi-aggressive style sort of community aquarium they go really well with. So they've come in as well. And also Zebra-Danios, like I was speaking about the other week. A little bit hard to find at the moment. So we've got about 15 or so of them ready to rock and roll, which hopefully be ready to go this afternoon on the website. Very nice, very fast moving, don't stop moving. Most people are well aware of what the Zebra-Danios are. Nice and easy to breed, so if you do get hold of some, it's a good idea to potentially set some aside to do some spawning, because from my understanding, they're not coming back into the country as far as importation goes, so what we've got is what we've got. So if there's a few people that are working on breeding Danios, it'll be a really good thing. Otherwise, they might end up like celestial pearl Danios, and we just can't find them anymore. And also, we've got gold mollies available. I only mention this because they've been available for a couple of weeks now, but they keep taking my eye in the selling tanks over there. They're very bright yellow. I wouldn't call them gold, but they're gold mollies. They're really bright orangey yellow even. They're not Leotails, they're not Salpins, they're just the standard molly, but they shoot a really, really nice spot of colour through an aquarium. Perfect in a community aquarium. Looking for your easygoing, peaceful, nice and colourful fish. The gold mollies would be well and truly a fantastic choice to go into your tank. But yeah, they've really been taking my eyes recently. So that's the new fish that we have available. They should all be available on the website later this afternoon, all going to plan. Also last week we were able to get hold of some Echinodoras pravifolus. Most of them have sold. I think we've got 2 or 3 left, so not very many. They're particularly rare plant. They're not that common over here in New Zealand. So if you didn't get some, I would be really encouraging you to hurry up and go for it, because it's like I said, only 2 or 3 left and they won't last very much longer. Nice little soil plant, don't get too big. Yeah, good for a little foreground plant. So there's an option there if that's kind of what you're looking for. Just a reminder that if you guys leave a review on either Facebook, Google, or any of the products that you purchase, you go into the draw for a $50 fish room voucher. We do that every single month. It's just our way of trying to keep in touch with what we need to improve on and what's going well and that kind of stuff. So if you have recently shopped with us or you want to leave us a review, please go for gold. And like I said, it gives you the opportunity to get in the draw for a $50 voucher each month. Preferences towards a Google review or a Facebook review, but it is what it is. You can only review once on Google and Facebook, and that's why we're leaving it open for also products that you purchase, because you can buy stuff every other week if you need to, or every week, even every other day, and put yourself into draw every single month for that. So that's nice and easy there. Also, for some of the people that are coming into the shop, you might notice a slight difference in the sales tanks. The other day I was looking over it going, what is it missing? What is it like? Sort of building this image and this idea up in my mind, and like I'm seeing the fish that I was sort of wanting to have, and like having nice big groups and shoaling together and being active together. I was trying to work out to myself, what is it that it's missing? So we started putting a few plants in there, and I still couldn't quite work it out. And basically, it was lacking the natural decorations that I really wanted to put forward and try and build on these natural environments, even in the sales tanks that we're selling from. So I've begun putting a whole bunch of wood into the aquariums. Morning, Maxie. I think 6 of the 9 that we've got running so far, I began getting some wood structures built on them, just sort of loosely placed. There's nothing major aquascaping about it, but it's all about trying to make the fish feel more comfortable and more content in where they are. And so far, so good. Like the first lot of wood that we put in were in the Buenos Aires tank, and straight away the behavior changed, which was really cool to see. And then this morning I put some wood in with the silver tip tetras, and again, their behaviors began changing. So I'm happy with that. Wood, in particular, driftwood, seems to be pretty hard to get hold of at the moment. Good morning, Lisa. So we'll just sort of do what we can while we can. I've got a whole bunch of wood that's stacked up at home that I've bought, and a lot of it's not waterlogged. So in the ponds outside, they're beginning to get waterlogged. Hopefully they're small enough to go into the tanks. Otherwise, I also have to be a bit creative with the saw, I guess. But yeah, so if you're coming in, you'll see a bit of difference in the sales tanks. There's a bit more wood going on, a little more greenery with the plants and stuff like that. So I'm really happy with how that's beginning to develop. So once this rack's done, we'll have the holes drilled in the next 2 racks. So once they're done, we'll begin that process as well. So hopefully when you come in, the fish are sort of living in a living environment as opposed to a sterile glass box where you're just sort of looking at them and buying from them. So fingers crossed that goes to the plan which I've got in my head. So if you were not aware, this weekend is World Aquarium Day. So Sunday the 20th is World Aquarium Day. It's pretty exciting. It's been something that's been happening for 2 or 3 years now. Oliver Knott, the great German aquascaper, got it going a couple of years back, and so we've jumped on board with that. We're celebrating it as well, and so as way of a celebration, all this weekend we have a sale on site-wide and in store. We've got 15% off absolutely everything, from fish to tongs to filters to rocks to plants to you name it. If it's on the website, if it's in the shop, it's 15% off. This is quite a big thing because I very seldomly like putting fish on sale, because I like to think of them more as a living animal as opposed to a commodity. But I feel because of what we're celebrating, I think it's a great idea to have them going as well. You know, we're celebrating aquariums throughout the world and throughout the day for the day, so why not have them on sale as well? So it's 15% off absolutely everything in the shop between now and midnight on Monday, so it's the next 4 days. So get amongst that on fishroom.co.nz or on the shop itself. Something even more exciting that I'm absolutely fizzing about is that on Sunday the 20th at 9 a.m. We're going to be going live with a very, very special guest. We've managed to secure some time with Ivan Mikolsi. He is a very, very well-known river adventurer. Goes around to the natural waterways around South America, takes photographs, videos, does artwork of the regions, all that kind of stuff, which I'm absolutely fizzing about. So I'm very, very privileged and very excited to be speaking to him. So that's coming up at Sunday at 9 o'clock. It is not something that I think you should miss. I'm very sorry that it has to be Sunday 9 o'clock. I know a lot of people enjoy sleeping in. It's just the only time that we could make work that was going to make work for him as well. So I'm fizzing. I'm ridiculously excited. I suspect on Saturday night I'm not going to be able to sleep very well. It's right up there with excitement levels for me. So definitely, if you like that kind of thing, get amongst it. We'll share a few bits of his work over the next couple of days to give everybody an idea of kind of stuff that he's done. He's published all sorts of articles. He's written all sorts of articles. He's done exhibits. He's got a rack list. It's ginormous. This guy's a monster when it comes to the work that he's done, and I'm very, very excited about it. So please join us both on YouTube or Facebook, 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning. If you can't catch it live, the recording will be available on Facebook after. Many documentaries. He's just phenomenal. So if you can't join us on the Sunday live, it will be recorded on obviously replay on Facebook, but also on YouTube as well. So it won't disappear after that. So I'm very, very excited. So much I need some coffee. So normally about this time of the Fanatics Coffee Day, I'll talk about some of the specials that we've got going on at the moment. Not a lot of point. Everything's on sale, but we've got a few things that have recently come back in stock, so I'll show them off a little bit. So the Bubble O ear kit, basically all you need is an ear pump. These sell really, really well. You've got ear line, ear stone, a little tap, and a non-return valve. There's a phenomenally good value at the moment. I think about $8 or $7 or something like that. It's far cheaper to buy the kit this way than what it does to buy everything individually. But these sell really well, and they've got everything you need for an ear pump if you wanted to set up just some bubbles in your tank, brine shrimp hatchery, remove the ear stone and go with the sponge filter if you want to set up a sponge filter filtration system. So we've just managed to get these back in stock. We've got a dozen of them. They do sell fairly quickly, so you might have to be quick on that. We'll have to get some more on another box coming up soon once they go. Tweezers, the Aquarium tweezers, very, very handy, very sturdy, very well constructed. I've used a pair of these for a very long time. I like them. I think they fit in your hand, particularly my hand, really nicely. They make either feeding animals or planting plants ridiculously easy. We haven't had them prior to Christmas, so I'm very happy to have these back in stock. What are they, $22.99, free shipping, like everything else. Because they're going on sale, I think they're about $19 again, a really good buy. Very, very handy to have around for all sorts of reasons. So the Aquarium tweezers come back in, and this is the first time we've had these. This is a giant bag of flakes. Ginormous bag of flakes. It's a kilo of Aquarium tropical flakes. It works out the most economical way of buying the Aquarium flakes. $75 for a kilo. Obviously 15% off makes it a heck of a lot cheaper than that. First time we've had this size flake in. It'd be great for people with breeders, all that kind of stuff, or people with multiple tanks. I'd suggest opening it up and either resealing it, opening it up, and putting it into sealable containers so it stays fresh for a little bit longer. But I just thought we'd give the large kilo bag a run because we don't have any flake that size, and we've been asked for sort of bigger size bags of flake before, so we'll give that a nudge. I think the next biggest size is like 4 kilos or something stupid like that. So I thought 1 kilo is a better option over the 4 kilo one. So we now have one of them. We'll see how they go. If they sell well, I'll get some more. Right, so that is it as far as sale items go. Again, as normal, if anyone's got any questions, please fire away and I'll be happy to answer them. But now we're going to rip open the box of Sera siporax. So this is an algae controlling product. So you put it inside of your filter, and it begins to remove the impurities that cause algae via bacteria. So it comes with a little mesh bag, so you chuck it into your filter, and this is a little bag right there. So you can see it on the screen. It's multiple colours. So I'm assuming that it's taking out multiple things. So it's phosphate remover, so let's just have a wee read on the back of it. Where is English? Bear with me. Bear with me. Where is English? There, the last slide. Okay, so word for word, it says Sera siporax Algae Professional filter medium with bacteria that takes up algae nutrients such as phosphates and are effective against algae by nutrient competition. Keep out of the reach of children and pets. I assume that's because of chosen parenting. So my take on that is that this product here either removes the phosphate as a phosphate remover, or it competes with the phosphate, which causes a lot of algae in your aquarium. I have used this. I like it. I have sold lots of these. I like it. And I have also, if you look on the website and you have a quick look at this, we've had a customer send us a photo who had a ridiculously green, like lime-coloured green water. They put a packet of this in, albeit I think it was the bigger packet. They put a packet of this into their filter, and within a week or so, that water was crystal clear. This product does work if you're trying to remove algae that are caused by phosphates. It 100% works. It is really good. It is completely safe. I feel it's safer than a lot of the algicides if you're trying to battle phosphates. It's pretty good value. I think it's $13 for a box or something along those lines. My understanding is it's almost lasts indefinitely. Definitely worth the run if you're having issues with algae. So that is a nice and simple filter additive to Sera algae. That's algae if you've got going on. If and when, because it's probably going to happen, we get some algae going on in the shop tanks, it'll definitely be my first port of call. So well and truly worth the wee run. And I have an Aqua 980, but I want a better filtration system. What do you recommend? If you're willing to do some modifications to it, being cutting out the filter box and the top stuff and all that kind of stuff, and the way the lid sits, we'll have to modify that. I would go with a canister filter. I would look at one of the smaller Sera UVC, which has the UV sterilizer going with it, or I'd look at one of the smaller Algae Biomasters, which then means you can put your heater into it as well, and it's got the pre-filter on it, which I absolutely love. So that's kind of what I would look at using if that was me, either one of the smaller Sera UVC or a smaller Algae Biomaster. Both of them I think are pretty good filtrations. Both have their benefits, both have their negatives, but they're definitely the two that I would look at the moment. Can you put a link for the stuff on the site? Yep, absolutely. Once I get off this live stream, I will find the product and I'll link it straight onto Facebook if that makes your life any easier. Yep, I can link to all of them. I'll send you a private message with the filters after we do our live stream. Normally, when we've spoken about a product, I'll put a link to the product afterwards. So give me 10 minutes and it'll be up with that product that I was just talking about, and I'll just send you the other ones. Dropsy. Yeah, I think Epsom salt's about the only thing. Dropsy is a bit of a pain. It's, from my understanding, pretty close to incurable. Epsom salt would be the first option, and then try and keep your water as clean as you possibly can, and then hope for the best. It's not one that often can be curable, from my understanding. I've only had to deal with it a couple of times, and I've never managed to beat it either. But my understanding is it's not the easiest thing to get through. So I hope you do all right with that, and fingers crossed. So that's literally all that I've got for you guys. If there's anything anybody wants, any more questions, please fire away. Like I said, 15% off the shop all weekend online or in store. We've got some pretty exciting stuff lined up for this weekend. yeah, very much some exciting stuff lined up. So yeah, please stick around on Facebook. Continue to check us out over the weekend for some cool stuff coming, and I'd really suggest that you keep your diary open for 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, because it's going to be a great hour or so talking to Ivan. So I'm stoked about that. If there's nothing else anybody needs to know, I will let you all go. Hope you all have a good day. Have a good one, team. Happy fish keeping, and catch you later.